Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. The US President says he's feeling fine despite testing positive for COVID. Joe Biden has taken to social media to assure followers he is okay.
Hey folks, guess you heard this morning I tested positive for COVID. But I've been double vaccinated, double boosted. Symptoms are mild, and I really appreciate your inquiry and your concern.
White House COVID response coordinator Ashish Jha says Mr Biden is experiencing mild symptoms and will continue to take part in meetings via Zoom.
Because the president is fully vaccinated, double boosted, his risk of serious illness is dramatically lower. He's also getting treated with a very powerful antiviral.
Back home, greater funding for domestic violence prevention will be on top of the agenda when women's safety ministers meet in person today in Adelaide. They're hoping to take the final steps towards a new 10-year national plan to end violence against women and children. Greens Senator Larissa Waters says practical action is needed now.
We hear so many stories of women being turned away from frontline support services because those services just don't have enough money from government.
The federal government says it has no intention of closing Australia's border to people coming in from Indonesia. It is one of the suggestions to prevent foot and mouth disease reaching our shores, but Agriculture Minister Murray Watts says it's not being considered.
I think it is a bit ironic to see some members of the opposition out there calling for borders to be closed when they never once imposed those measures when they were in government.
The wet weather across Australia's east could stick around until November. Eastern Queensland right down to the New South Wales south coast and parts of Victoria and the Northern Territory will cop above average rainfall from August to October. 1 in 5 Aussies is using alcohol to cope with stress. Research shows more than a quarter of those over the age of 18 are exceeding daily and weekly guidelines. And the BBC has been ordered to pay substantial damages to a former royal nanny over claims made to secure an interview with Princess Diana. BBC journalist Martin Bashir claimed Alexandra Pettifer, known then as Tiggy Leg Burke, had an affair with Prince Charles in a bid to secure the interview in 1995. To sport, it's brought to you by Ladbrokes Mates Mode, the better way to chat, share and bet together. T's and C's apply. And remember, gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-858-858. The Aussie women have taken a second straight T20 win over Ireland, taking the match by 63 runs. Vice-captain Rachel Haynes says it is a nice boost ahead of the Commonwealth Games.
It's almost the unknown. None of us have ever played at a Commonwealth Games, but certainly we've heard from different athletes on what to expect from the experience, and I think the team's just really looking forward to it.
In the NRL, the Broncos have thrashed the Eels to kick off the round, winning 36-14. And in AFL, Hawthorn will be boosted by the return of Premiership forward Jack Gunston for tomorrow's clash with North Melbourne. For even more sports news, make sure you check out the Sports Update. You'll find it wherever you're listening to this show. In entertainment news, and Ricky Martin's nephew has dropped the case against him. The 21-year-old had obtained a temporary restraining order against the singer, claiming he was assaulted and harassed for more than 7 months. And Amber Heard has filed an appeal after the defamation lawsuit between her and ex Johnny Depp. The actress was ordered to pay more than $10 million in damages. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you later on for another episode of The Update.